Hi. Now, I know a lot of people disagree with my video. They think that I was an asshole to the police officer. I don't think asshole has anything to do with it. Being an asshole is not illegal. I was sitting on the beach in the dark. If anybody was the asshole, it was the cop shining a flashlight in my face. I told him that I was going to be peacefully arrested. That I chose to be arrested because I do not believe in unjust laws, and I think the police patrolling the beach between 1 and 5 a.m. is not the act of a police. It's the act of an occupying army. You're trying to keep people off an empty beach and own it for 4 hours. A beach that existed long before the police ever existed. That is insane. Now, for my act of civil disobedience, I was paid in turn. I was choked by Officer Hip Switch or whatever the fuck your stupid fucking name is. You fucking not a man. And that fat, portly fuck who told me that I should have fought the cop when I wasn't handcuffed. You should not be a police officer, sir. You're not a sir. You're not a man. You're less than a man. You're dead weight. Go home and swallow your fucking gun, bro. Because you failed at life. So this is what they gave me for my fucking trouble. I had cirrhosis of the liver. I almost died last year. I threw up the majority of my blood because I have these things called esophageal varices. It's a common thing that comes along with cirrhosis of the liver. So what that means, having esophageal varices, is I have these little things in my throat, like inflamed blood vessels. You could think of them exactly like hemorrhoids. So when the cop choked me, and I'm still having trouble swallowing, my doctor, my gastroenterologist, told me I can never throw up. Like, if I throw up in my life, there's a 50-50 chance that I could die. This motherfucker cop decides to choke me after I'm handcuffed. Now, I filed a complaint yesterday, and I felt good about that. Until later on in the day, I could tell that I was being shadowed by the Treasure Island Police Department. You don't have to ask me. You don't even have to believe me. If you are in a position of power, why don't you look at their vehicle cameras? You'll see. I uploaded a video of their police officer driving behind me on Gulf Boulevard. That officer was shadowing me from 7-Eleven on a parallel street to the left of Gulf Boulevard the entire way. I know, because I smiled and stuck my tongue out at him when he was looking at me in his rearview mirror. Seriously, let's get the camera from the car. I'm not joking. I was there. Now these cops think they can get away with things, and they can't. And they can't because I decide you can't. This is America. You want to be a corrupt cop, there's something really dangerous about being a corrupt cop in the land of the free, man. I gotta tell you, that's a pretty risky fucking proposition. I hope you know what you're doing. But look at what they gave me for my fucking trouble. Because I wanted to be arrested for a law that I did not agree with. These cops decided to teach me a lesson. But I got something to tell you. I'm really fucking good at learning. And the lesson you're trying to teach me is a lesson I learned from history. And the history teaches me that if I give in to you, things like the Holocaust fucking happen. Because what you're doing as jackbooted fucking militarized police is not being good people. I think you should be tried just exactly like the citizens. You should have the exact same rights as the citizens with which you are enforcing the law upon. You should not have extrajudicial rights as a police officer. You do not have. You are not born into power. There is no reason that you should have more rights than the citizens. That does not make sense. In fact, it just goes to show you. You want to know who controls you? Who do you think you can't insult? Why do you think there is no legalization of marijuana? It's because of the goddamn police unions. Fuck corruption. This ain't America. There's a lot of my friends that died that would be doing this a little bit differently. So, I want you to know, I got your name, I got your number, and I know who you are.